This is the Power Call with Grady Polcyn, brought to you by Online Sales Pro. This is the Power Call with Grady Polcyn, where it's all about success, improvement, and living life on your terms. And now your host, he loves bad jokes and good stories, Grady Polcyn.
Hello, Online Sales Pro world. Hello, how are we doing out there? This is Grady Polcyn with Online Sales Pro. Happy to be on here with you today. I'm going to be getting this Power Call rocking on Thursday, October 12th. I have so much fun doing these. Had a busy little morning, so I thought I'd push it back just a little bit. But hello to everybody that has jumped on already. And if you're watching the replay, type in replay below. I always love to see who's watching the replay. Michelle, nice to see you on here. My good friend and business partner for many years, Mr. Zach Nemi. Happy to have him on here with us as well. John Bone from the UK. Hello. Good friends on here. So this is the Online Sales Pro Power Call. My solemn focus on this call is to equip you with new knowledge, which will allow you to go out and refine your skills. And the refinement of your skills equals a higher value to the marketplace. And your value to the marketplace is, in turn, what you can earn, how much money you can make. So let's go through it again. Information, knowledge, awareness, experience, all of those things help you refine your skills. And in this business climate, presentations, follow-up, being charismatic, help making people feel comfortable, copywriting, being charismatic on a video, right? All these things, these business as skills, right? Carpentry, shooting a basketball, being the best in whatever business field it is you're in, whatever that is. Learning information about that will allow you to become more skilled at that said thing. So I'm going to help you guys learn new information. Then from there, refine your skills. And then from the refinement of skills, we're going to go forth and help you become more valuable to the marketplace. Now, the only way you can, though, become more valuable is practice, right? Is practice and trying and generating leads and calling those leads and trying new scripts and trying new rebuttals and having conversations with people that can become uncomfortable. But as you start to learn your product and your opportunity and the company that you're with and the competition and your industry at large, as you become more knowledgeable about the things that you're marketing and selling, you'll become more efficient in helping people get their questions answered and move forward with either joining you in a business opportunity, purchasing your product, or hiring you to perform a service for them. And so that's my big thing. Good to see 40 people on here already, loving all these people that are popping on. I believe I just got the numbers in that over 200 people have joined Online Sales Pro today. So holy smokes, 200 people have joined us so far today. It's been a really action-packed day. Loving all the new names and people that are taking advantage of our software and seeing the potential and realistic that online marketing is not going anywhere, and that you guys need this as bad as anyone, because the future of marketing, the future of all business is online. And so let me click the share button a little bit. Let me know where you're coming in from in the comments below. I was love saying hello to you guys and where you are from. I got to do a couple little maintenance things, but tell me where you're from. Say hello to each other. It's always the best when a party has a lot of people in it, right? So say hello. Let me get this out there and do one more. And I want to say hello to you guys. Good to see Michelle on here. Her leads are flying in. Loving this software. They're good leads too, solid and ready to buy. Michelle, I could not be happier for you. I will let Joel know. He will be so happy to hear that. Great news. I think we're actually going to do a training call with your team next week and maybe have you and a couple other people that are having great success come on and talk. So look forward to that invite as well. But good to see here on Diane from Salt Lake City, Timothy Moon from Houston, Texas, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Texas in the house. All right, so many people. Chicago, New York City. Welcome. Hello, Mike Jones. Good to see so many people on here. Gary Duncan, my friend, my good friend Mackenzie Hilton on here, getting started with her Facebook marketing. If you we're going to talk today. The topic of today, I got a quick little video. Then I'm going to talk about some of the things we learned in the video, and then I might open up for a little Q&A. So it's going to be a fun call today, but my focus of it is to help people grow and become the best versions of themselves in any capacity which you can, while I focus on becoming a better version of myself. So it's a lot of symbiotic growth we do here on the Online Sales Pro Power Call. Montreal in the house. We're international. We got people in the UK. I know people in Australia pop on these things. So, but click that share button down the bottom corner. click share. You can share it on your wall. You can share it in any of the groups, or you're a part of. A lot of you guys have team groups or private mastermind groups. Click that share button and add a little text in there, or throw your affiliate marketing link, or through your lead capture link and say, I'm growing, and are you growing? And you say something clever and get it out there. Andrew, good to see you on here, buddy. So, Online Sales Pro, power call. We help people generate leads to our mobile app. A lot of fun. We had a great call this morning with the marketing director of a billion-dollar company. That doesn't happen all the time. It was a billion-dollar company. Joel and I were on the phone with for an hour and a half this morning. They're looking to hire us and create a system for all of their reps, and couldn't be more blessed and humbled and honored and to be able to get the chance to even present that. And that's one thing I want to encourage all of you guys to look at is where you are today, the stresses, the successes. It's not the end, right? I mean, a lot of times people hit a stride and they think, oh man, I'm doing great. Well, if you just try a little harder, you could hit a whole nother level. A lot of times people are stuck down in the guts. I mean, you've been trying to grow your business for 3, 6, 9, 12 months, and no one's digging your opportunity. No one wants to buy your products. Friends and family don't want to talk to you anymore. And you think, oh my God, this just isn't for me. I can't do it. If other people are having success, why are they having success? I deserve success too. Of course you do. But the reality is life is timing. Life is putting in time. Life is paying the price. And that's one thing I would encourage you guys to understand is that the date stamp that you have going on today is not the end. I mean, anything can turn a corner for you at any moment. You must understand that if you have a goal and you're going for something and you've got this big lofty goal, right? I've talked about this a lot. A lot of you guys are new or don't know me that well, but I talk about, my goal is to be able to buy a beautiful home, take care of my wife and my children, walk my children to school, and build a business that I can eventually leave to my family, or if they choose to do it. If my daughter wants, I keep telling my daughter, I was like, Presley, you love sushi and you want to be a doctor. And now she says, Daddy, I don't like sushi and I don't want to be a doctor. So when they're 4, be careful what you try to brainwash them with, because it's kind of backfired on me. But what I would tell you guys is that if you keep working towards your goal, like you've got this goal, whether it's growing a business or if it's a family or philanthropic efforts, or you want to start a clothing line, I'm not sure what your specific goals are. But 2 things will happen. This is a secret. Understand this. If you go towards your goal and you keep working hard every single day, 2 things will happen. 1, you will either get it or you'll die. And not to get whoa, I didn't expect him to say that, but that's what will happen. So if you just work towards your goal, building a business, recruiting people, creating products, writing a book, starting a podcast, a blog, becoming a known author, a known authority in whatever it is that you love talking about. If you just keep working towards that, you're going to outwork everyone else. And there's a great line from Gary Vaynerchuk. He says, you can be the 7th best at something and still make a ton of money and take care of your family. You don't need to go after number 1. Granted, could you keep selling and getting up there? Of course you could. But just understanding that where you are today, what's happening, don't let it define you. Don't let it weigh too heavy on you, because we've got this magical ride. We've got this great, big, bright future that we can all keep working towards. And I mean, if you're breathing in air and you have the internet and Facebook, you're pretty much doing you're in the top 2, 3, 4% of the world. So don't take that for granted. And understanding that and working hard each and every day and putting yourself in a position to keep doing that is a pretty powerful thing. So Kerry King woke up to a new ching, just landed a new lead just now. It's wonderful. Cole Hunt, if you want anything is achievable, just never give up. I agree. Love our team love the IPN team. A lot of good stuff. So I can't go through all the comments right now, but here, stick with me. We'll do a little Q&A towards the end. We can talk about entrepreneurship. We can talk about online marketing. We can talk about online sales pro. We can talk about whatever you want. But I got a quick little video, and this is a tip. Here's a little life tip. And that's what I try to do here. I mean, I'm trying a bunch of things. Many of you might not know my story, and I'll tell you in 13 seconds. I started serving tables and found out I hated that. Got involved in network marketing, worked my face off, recruited over 300 people personally, built a team of nearly 30,000 people. And in that time, I was introduced to Joel Kelman, my partner now, and we made a decision to start a software company together to support network marketing and support direct sales and support people who want to generate leads online. And now here we are 4 years later, we have 46 100,000 people have come through the front door of onlinesalespro.com. And we're helping people every day generate leads and become better marketers and learn about the internet and learn how they can conquer crap. And that's what I try to do on here. This is a little more personal development tips, strategies, action steps type call. And then we have other calls that we feature at Online Sales Pro. We help you guys do other things that we're trying to more detailed stuff. And then we have an MVP product. So what I was going to tell you was that's my little quick story. So we try to help you guys keep growing, and we'll do. And so that's where at the end we can talk about stuff. But this is a quick little video. Oh, and here's the tip that I was trying to get to. The tip I learned, and this is from a guy who makes great money. And so a lot of times people argue, like, do you listen to people that make a lot of money, or do you listen to people that have great experiences? I'd say listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. I mean, if you're not growing this thing right here, right? I always close these power calls with a line. I say, invest in yourself. It's the only place you can guarantee a positive return. Invest into yourself, whether it's time, whether it's with money, whether it's with good nutrition. Invest into yourself. It is the only place that you can guarantee a positive return. You guaranteed, right? Bitcoin, gold, stock market, whatever. No guarantee on anything other than investing into you, right? Exercise, good nutrition for your mind, for your body, hiring a mentor, hiring a coach, watching good audios, watching videos. I learned from a guy who, one, he's a good person, two, makes great money. He said, you know what you should do every morning? This is my little secret tip. He says, I watch a TED Talk. And I was like, a TED Talk? Okay. And he went on and talked about it. And he said, you can meet a lot of people who are brilliant in their certain discipline, but they can't talk about anything else unless it revolves around their business. They're like, it's like, you want to talk about online marketing and pixels and autoresponders and integrations and code. Yeah, let's talk. I can talk and talk and talk. But you want to talk about sports or the weather or the brain or reading or storytelling or construction or architecture, culinary arts. And they have no ability to have a conversation. Well, he was a master recruiter. This guy's, I think, personally enrolled over 1,000 people in the different opportunities he's been in. And I'm friends with a lot of network marketers, so that's a lot of who my audience is, who I watch and follow. He says the best networkers, best recruiters, right, are people who are well-rounded. And I was like, okay, who am I to argue? So I've been trying to watch TED Talks every morning, and they're like 3 minutes to 20 minutes long, and you just season your brain with some new information and put yourself in a position where you're learning more about things than you otherwise would have, right? Your coworkers at the office, your Facebook feed, a bunch of your friends bitching about their job and then bitching about the government and all other stuff that's going on isn't going to help you gain awareness, right? What are the three things we focus on? As I said, new information and knowledge, which allows us to refine our skills. Our skills are the things that we perform that make us income. And the height of our skills determines our value to the marketplace. And the value of the marketplace is how much money we can earn. So you got to put new information in. If you're not putting new gas in the tank, you're not putting new knowledge in here, nothing will change. If you will change, everything will change for you. And that's what excites me about the possibility. That's what excites me about chance, about what could happen, about what one new relationship could happen. And as I said this morning, we had the opportunity to present our product to $1 billion company, and I still haven't come off. It hasn't like completely set in yet. Like Joel and I are still freaking out that happened. But what could that do for us? What could that do for the company? What could that do for the OSP software? That kind of, it's exciting, guys. And so that's one, my coming around full circle advice to is keep working, keep growing on yourself, keep digging in, go after it or die. And I don't want you to die. I want you to just keep going until you get it. That's the goal. So I'm excited for this. I love these power calls because I get to talk about things that are close to my heart, and I get to talk about things that I could help you guys overcome challenges. So we pray a quick video. We'll talk about it, and then we'll do a little Q&A about anything you guys have, any struggles you're going through, challenges you're experiencing, and let's dig in and go. But check this video. So coming around, this is a TED video I watched this morning. It's 3 minutes long, and it's from 10 years ago. And you're going to watch it, you're going to go, it's as relevant today as it was 10 years ago. And it's excellent. And the guy's talking about TED Talks, and he's talking about these tips. He says there's the secrets of success in 8 words. It's a quick 3-minute video. Dig in with me. Watch these. Write them down if you could. And write them down. And if someone could type them out, I'll pin that post here. So get ready to check them out. There's some funny stuff here, but check this out with me, and then we'll keep rocking and rolling. So here you go. And we'll play that.
This is really a 2-hour presentation I give to high school students, cut down to 3 minutes. And it all started one day on a plane on my way to TED, 7 years ago. And in the seat next to me was a high school student, a teenager, and she came from a really poor family. And she wanted to make something of her life. And she asked me a simple little question. She said, "What leads to success?" And I felt really badly because I couldn't give her a good answer. So I get off the plane and I come to TED. And I think, geez, I'm in the middle of a room of successful people. So why don't I ask them what helped them succeed and pass it on to kids? So here we are, 7 years, 500 interviews later, and I'm going to tell you what really leads to success and makes TEDsters tick. And the first thing is passion. Freeman Thomas says, "I'm driven by my passion." TEDsters do it for love, they don't do it for money. Carol Coletta says, "I would pay someone to do what I do." And the interesting thing is, if you do it for love, the money comes anyway. Work. Rupert Murdoch said to me, "It's all hard work. Nothing comes easily, but I have a lot of fun." Did he say fun, Rupert? Yes. TEDsters do have fun working, and they work hard. I figure they're not workaholics, they're workaholics. Good. Alex Garden says, to be successful, put your nose down in something and get damn good at it. There's no magic, it's practice, practice, practice. And it's focus. Norman Jewison said to me, "I think it all has to do with focusing yourself on one thing." And push. David Gallo says, push yourself. Physically, mentally, you've got to push, push, push. You got to push through shyness and self-doubt. Goldie Hawn says, "I always had self-doubts. I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I didn't think I'd make it." Now, it's not always easy to push yourself, and that's why they invented mothers. Frank Gehry said to me, "My mother pushed me." Serve. Sherwin Newland says it was a privilege to serve as a doctor. Now, a lot of kids tell me they want to be millionaires, and the first thing I say to them is, okay, well, you can't serve yourself. You got to serve others something of value, because that's the way people really get rich. Ideas. TEDster Bill Gates says, "I had an idea. Founding the first microcomputer software company. I'd say it was a pretty good idea." And there's no magic to creativity and coming up with ideas. It's just doing some very simple things. And I give lots of evidence. Persist. Joe Kraus says persistence is the #1 reason for our success. You got to persist through failure. You got to persist through crap, which of course means criticism, rejection, assholes, and pressure. So the answer to this question is simple. Pay $4,000 and come to TED. Or failing that, do the 8 things, and trust me, these are the big 8 things that lead to success. Thank you, TEDsters, for all your interviews.
Fascinating, right? 8 little simple things you ask super successful people. Love, passion, sacrifice, working hard. Did someone type them all out? Anyone get it? Can help me out? Someone got them all. But I love the analogy for crap. It was pretty clever. So, but that's simple things. I mean, those are some of the simple little ideologies you can season your brain with, and putting yourself around positive people, putting positive stuff in, your positive will come out. And I don't know anyone who's making anti-government posts on the internet right now that are generating a ton of leads. And that's kind of a little clever thing, is that, I always try to encourage people, be clean online, right? If you're a marketer and your goal is to generate leads and generate interested prospects into your opportunity, buy your products or hire you as a service, you cannot be vocal about your opinions and thoughts. And when it comes to politics, religion, and sex, right? So these are some tips. Like, I'll see these new marketers that'll come into OSP and then they'll go spout all this foolishness. And granted, maybe you're an educated poli-sci major and you used to work in the government. You've got these opinions on the way things should be run. Great. Tell your wife, tell your husband, write it down. But when you live in a world where you're trying to attract as many people as possible to you, and you're trying to get people to exchange their time and money for what you're offering, you can't put yourself in a position when you're ostracizing 50% of the market. Because however passionate you are, there's 50% of the world currently, feels a different way, right? So that's a little life tip. Like, so many of you guys, and let me know if you're feeling me right here. Like, does this make sense? Like, I just give me some yeses in the comments below if this is making sense, because I see so many new marketers that make this mistake, is they spout this like vomit all over their Facebook wall and then the next post is like, join me in business, life is great. And then the next post is anti this and anti that. And so I pray and I hope that people are getting this message is that if you've got feelings and beliefs and an understanding of politics or religion or your thoughts on that, great. Write it down, put it in a book, stick it on your shelf. But when you're trying to attract the world to join you in business, you don't care what maybe you care, right? But you're trying to attract everybody. Then when you have a conversation, make the decision. If there's someone, maybe you can give them a coaching lesson. You know how many times I've had coaching calls with people who are like, they're anti this and anti that. And I'm like, listen, man, your beliefs are your beliefs. But you're right now struggling financially. And if you want me to help you and have conversations with your downline and help people join your team, you need to be neutral. You need to be incognito. You need to be freaking Batman. I don't want to see your crap on the internet. So, and I had the call, you know what happens? They stop posting. All of a sudden, their business starts growing. All of a sudden, they're not focused on all this negativity over here on the news. They're focused on growing their business. So the same thing for you guys. What you focus on grows, right? What you focus on grows. You focus on your debt. You focus on the lack. You focus on how overweight you are. You focus on your broken marriage. It will stay broken. Versus focusing on making money, focusing on chipping down your credit cards, focusing on eating a salad a day, focusing on personal growth in your marriage, on listening to some audios, on reading some blogs, on zipping your mouth shut instead of trying to be the one who gets the last word in a marriage conflict, right? So like what you focus on grows. Focus on positive, focus on growth, focus on help. And we'll sprout. I mean, it's a law, right? It cannot not grow. I mean, if any of you ever listen to The Strangest Secret in the World, it's one of my favorite audios in the world by Earl Nightingale. You're not even gonna believe this. I like that audio so much. I took the 33-minute long audio, and when he starts to talk about things, I took pictures of things in my own life and put them in when he's talking about where you want to live and the life you want to have and working with great people. I'm like that into personal development. One, I mean, I had a lot of challenges and stresses, and I know many of you are going through crap and you have S going on in your life. But understand, if you focus on that thing, it will continue to grow. But if you work your job and you get home and spend time with the family or take care of your business, take care of your home life, what's got to get taken care of. And then 8:30 till 12:30, you go into you go into the room, go into the closet, go outside of your car. I know a lot of successful insurance agents, they go sit in their car to make phone dials. They'll sit in their car for 4 hours to make dials to book appointments because it's clear focus. All day you can focus on is production. And that's what you guys need to understand is if you eliminate distraction, focus is very easy. So loving this, loving the positivity, loving the interaction. Appreciate you guys. That's it for like training today. I want to leave it kind of there, but I'm happy to train more. But any questions you have, and I want to thank Reggie Meyer. 8 things: passion, work, good, focus, push, serve, ideas, and persist. Reggie, thank you for writing those down. I appreciate you. That was very gracious of you for catching all those and typing them out. I thank you very much. But any questions about OSP? Any questions about online marketing? Anything you're going through? You know, if it is a support related question, I'm just going to point you to support because they're the ones, like if you're like autoresponder isn't integrating or you're trying to get your pixel uploaded, I can't solve that for you right now. But if you're getting a lot of rebuttals and you want to go over it, let's do it. Because I'm not great. I got a litany of problems. You ask my wife, she'll tell you. But I can help you guys break through some crap you're going through, and I can try to give you just some personal experience. You can go try it, and it may or may not work for you. Because that's a lot of times what happens. It's like the mom-dad scenario, right? You go ask mom, you ask mom, she says no, then you ask daddy, says yes, then you kind of get them both in trouble. But a lot of times, maybe you've been hearing a message from your upline or your mentor or something, and it's just not resonating and clicking. And you might hear the same sort of message from me, but in the different words, in a different context, from a different angle, and all of a sudden you're able to have a little breakthrough. And so any questions that I can answer for you? Otherwise, I'll send you off to your day and we all go back to work because I got some more meetings to do today. But I'd love to answer any questions you guys have about entrepreneurship, online marketing, online sales pro, anything. And I also want to welcome and thank all of the 200 people that have gotten started today. Over 1,500 people have joined Online Sales Pro in the past couple days. And please continue to type your questions, but I want to look through. We did do a poll in the group about what company or platform that you guys are a part of. We have so many represented. In last audit, we had over 200 people represented inside of online sales, 200 different companies represented inside of Online Sales Pro out of 140 different countries. 200 companies, 140 different countries, just humbled and blown away by the response that we get from people to take advantage and use our software. But we did a little question and said, what platform are you guys a part of? We have some people represented in OSP. We started a list. And so basically we're kind of looking to see where a lot of people are involved with OSP, Acervia, IPN, MCA, NLS, USI, Crypto Trading, World Ventures, iCoin Pro, Digital Altitude, Sendout Cards, Direct Sellers, Legendary Marketer, IML, Modere, Plexus, ACN, World Global Network, Mob, Forex, Forever Living, Millionaire Mafia, Inspire Network, Lead Friend, Royalty Gem, Swiss Golden, Ruby Ribbon, LuLaRoe, Wealth Generators, USI Tech, Longevity, Amway, M Network, EXP, Body Pro, Max International, OrganicDollar.us, clever, Bitcoin's Wealth Club, Wakaya Perfection, Instacart, Super Affiliate Network, FES, USANA, True Vision Health, Utility Warehouse. I have not heard of half of those, and that's great. That means you guys are finding ways to make money on the internet and letting us be the hub to your spokes. And we are grateful and we appreciate that. And we're happy to continue to keep growing and support you. But there's so many people using OSP to do different things, and we're happy to do that. So let's see. Allison Picard posted a link. Rule number 1, no links, Allison. I'll try to answer your question. But here, let's see. Allison Picard says, I see people with links for their funnel, and it will say, for example, Keto Champ, and it doesn't have an online sales pro on it. How do you do that? Great question, Allison. This is called when you buy your own domain. And so basically you could buy Work with Allison or Join Team Allison or Lose Weight Forever or Keep It Off Forever, something clever like that. And you can buy it. It's called a domain name. And what people are doing is they're buying that domain name. Let's just use Team Allison. And what's happening is then they take their Online Sales Pro link and they put it inside of the domain company. A good one that we use and refer is called GoDaddy. There's others called Namecheap. And you buy it and then you forward. So what happens is you post this link, your Team Allison online, which forwards to your Online Sales Pro link, and then they end up on your Online Sales Pro page. So that's how you do it. Now let's go. And there's actually a video in your back office under system training called like domain forwarding or how to set up a domain with GoDaddy, something like that. It's like a video. You'll hear a very familiar voice walking you through the process. So hopefully that helps. Great question, by the way. Glad that you're seeing this. Chris Rathburn, good to have you on here. Ethel Phelan says contents and headlines. Great book about mindset. Excuse me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grayborn. Hey, I love it. I'll check it out. Let's see. Any other questions? People have said they won't click my link because it looks salesy or like spam. Well, then go get yourself a domain name. A lot of times, what you can do is even go to bit.ly.com or Google Shortener or something like that, and you can just get a short link. The link is so. If you're having issues with people, then correct it. But the link is it used to be a very important process. But if you actually click a link online, watch your browser and watch it change to 3, 4, 5 different websites before it ends up where you end up. And there's a lot more people that become comfortable with going different places. But, whatever you're saying before the link is what's going to get you the most clicks. So discover this simple product I take that has helped me shed 17 pounds in the past 30 days. Then you have a link, and make it a bit.ly link or make it a Lose Weight Forever or Forever Weight Loss. I don't know, pick your words, pick what feels good to you. Go purchase that domain. You can buy them for $2 so with a coupon code for a year. And then I think it's $9 a year after that. I think as a company, we have over 200 domains we own. So it's an investment in your business. It's tax deductible. So that should help. Masking and forwarding their domain. I wouldn't mask Cola. Masking actually breaks tracking, and it breaks the mobile responsiveness of the pages. It's just something that we don't encourage doing. It's not necessary anymore to mask. Just forward your domain. That's your goal, Allison. Hope that helps. If the funnels you're using not bringing in leads, do I delete them? If they're not bringing in leads, you could look at sometimes keep it as it doesn't matter. We have no limits on leads, hits, or pages you create an online sales pro. So you could leave it as something that didn't work, almost like a catalog, but you could delete it if you want to, no issue. Okay, haven't gotten that video. Thank you. Perfect. Boom. Hey, Michelle's on it. Forward, no need to mask. Look at you guys helping each other out. I love it. Any other questions? There's no silly questions, right? This is the line I always say. If you're shy, get over it. It's costing you money. Just ask me a question. I'll happily answer it. You'll help other people who are shyer than you. So just ask a couple questions, type them out, and we'll get through this. If not, we can go back to work. But I want to stand here for another few minutes, just see who I can help. Allison Yuki's big. See, Gail's all over. Everyone's, look at a bunch of educated people. Boom, boom. Doesn't get any better than OSP does. Total losses. Thank you, Scott T. Thank you. I feel so lost. Thank you for the funnel opportunity. Allison, you got to understand that like your feelings of confusion and lostness are completely normal. Like you're learning something totally, you're generating leads on the internet. Like it's incredible what we're able to accomplish and execute now, and the way business can be conducted. I mean, we can all, you know, we've all seen the magazine articles of Sears closing and Kmart's closing and Gap's. Like I live in a very popular area of Phoenix, Arizona called Chandler. The Chandler Mall is like the second biggest mall in Phoenix behind like the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. The Gap is gone. Gap, right? Gap baby, all the Gaps. Like my daughter closed there. It's gone. Like this whole, like it was a whole wing of the mall. So what does that tell you? That Gap has come to the conclusion that they cannot make enough money in their brick and mortar store, or at least that one, to warrant the labor cost, the overhead, the lease, any of that stuff. And so understanding that we're in a time period that's rapidly transitioning to a lot of things going on more mobile, more online, more internet based, and you're in a position to learn it, is a very powerful and rewarding and confident place you must be in. So I've used this line before. Learn to turn like, and I'm not saying you are, but you could be. Learn to take your maybe small frustration into fascination. Turn your frustration into fascination about what you're about to embark upon, and this new way you're learning to communicate, to generate interested prospects into the products that you're so passionate about. And so you're very welcome for the opportunity, but just understand that you're not alone. That's why we have the groups. That's why we have these calls. You can come on here and ask us questions. That's why we have live chat. We have support tickets. We have 1-800 number. We have a support center. I mean, and I have 7 agents. I pay pretty much 24/7, 365 to be available to answer our users' questions. So it's okay to feel lost. It's not okay to stay lost. Keep working, keep going through the trainings, and it's all going to start to clear up. Okay. Pat Hunley, is there a way to change the labels on the forms? For example, to have it say cell phone number instead of just the word phone. On your own personal pages, you can change those. However, some people may not have a cell phone. So them putting down phone is still giving the ability to have a number. And, you know, you want someone to go to the page, they don't have a cell phone, they don't opt in. So also we find that the highest converting landing pages are ones that have the least amount of fields. And so if there was one field I would want you to collect more than anything would be email, because then you can follow up with them with your autoresponders and stay in touch with them. As you add fields, you lose opt-ins. So stick with that. So the labels, I believe some of the pages you can edit those. Email support, they'll be able to walk you through that. Forward only. Thanks, Darlene. Is there a way to categorize my pages? Organization. Not at this time, Betty Blake. Good question. We've actually been asked for that. We're looking at tagging the pages. Like you could tag it each company, you could tag it your company and opt-in, and then like a little sort feature. Something we're working on. If you do look in the community section of your back office, you will find a bunch of pre-built pages that you can use and start from. But as far as organization, you know, it's fun to say because like you have so many pages you actually need help organizing. Well, that's one fun thing. You know, we have some members that have built hundreds of landing pages, and it's just humbling for us to see people using the software, but it's exciting to see you in a position where you're like, I need to organize these things. I don't know where they all are. So not this time, but you could email support and we'll put that on our development list. Does bulk SMS and text work towards follow-up on leads, says Cola? Yeah, I mean, there's a great service called Call Loop I would tell you about. Call Loop. I don't know if it's .net or .com, But a lot of big marketers I know, like big internet marketers, oftentimes will do an offer and they'll only collect phone number. They'll only collect their phone number, because if you have their phone number, you can text them. And so bulk SMS text works fine. I mean, I know if you got the bunch of as long as it doesn't group them in like a group chat, Cola, then you should be fine. If it sends them individually, I'm not sure what service you're using. Shoot me a message. I'd love to take a look at it. But texting is one of the most efficient ways behind phone calls. So phone calls is the most effective way. And here's a good tip for you guys who are workers, who are hustlers. Call your leads 3 times in a row. Call them 3 times in a row. If someone called you 3 times in a row, would you eventually pick up? Of course you would. And so if you call them 3 times in a row, you have the greatest chance. I learned this from a very successful marketer who calls all his leads 3 times in a row. Because you're calling someone who doesn't have your number. So if a random number calls you, are you going to answer? Most likely not in today's day and age. You'll text them, who is this, whatever. But if they call you again, you'll be like, what's this guy doing? And then they call you a third time, you almost feel like something's wrong. Well, you prey on that anticipation and that anxiety, get them to answer the phone. You got a shot to sell them. This is business, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is business. So do what you got to do to get them to pick up the phone and go, but call your leads 3 times in a row. And you have the greatest chance of them answering. And then you got to be on. Hey, it's like, hey, who is this? Why do you keep calling me? Hey, it's Grady from Online Sales Pro. You opted in my form just a half hour ago. I wanted to reach out to you and see where you were on that video. Have you had a chance to complete it? Like, take over. Big chicken, little chicken, right? In every conversation, there's a big chicken and a little chicken. And sometimes the little chicken can be tough. And, think about like 2 people walking down the mall, right? You're walking down, the stores on one side, the aisles over here, and 2 people are walking, right? Someone is going to dip and go to the side, and someone's going to keep walking straight. Big chickens, they don't dip. They don't move to the side. Little chickens dip away. And so for you want to be the big chicken in every interaction. And how do you become the big chicken? You become educated on your product, your opportunity, your compensation plan, your company, your industry, your competition. You become educated on these things so much so that when you talk to anybody, you're so confident that you'll have the answer that they're looking for, that you can move them into the position where you get to say the words, all right, Grady, the next step is let's get you started. And that's a good goal for you guys to get to, is to put yourself in a position where you're taking orders and answering questions instead of doing the full presentation. The full presentation should be done by a video or an audio recording. Maybe you guys still do sizzle calls, great. But the presentation should be done in a manner exhibiting to your potential prospect that they don't have to learn this whole pitch. All they got to do is answer questions and take the order. Hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments below if that makes sense. Do you offer leads like other services like Conversion Pros, or where do we go to develop leads? William Klingsmith, you can buy leads in the back office. I believe OSP Leads, we partnered with a great service that has the ability to buy leads. We try to teach you guys to generate leads more. And then we try to teach you guys how to use like Facebook ads or traditional social media tactics like engaging people versus just selling you leads. But if you do want to buy leads, we have a great service in the back office under OSP Leads that you can get some leads. Hope that helps, William. Hey, I'm back. What's up, Grady? Hey, Catherine Montez. Good to see you on here. I was in Phoenix once. Thank you for letting me know, Darlene. When is the next face-to-face OSP entrepreneur event? Well, we've never had one. So our first one could be in March. We'll see how things are going. But it could be in March. Could be a fun time. We've talked about having one, but we're big onliners, right? We're software developers. We're online trainers. We're online marketers. And yes, I understand the power of a convention and a belly-to-belly interaction. We just have never had never actualized that thing yet. So good question, Simon. Exactly what is a subdomain and what is the best way to use them with OSP? Mike Jones. A subdomain is something you will set up immediately when you first log into Online Sales Pro. So your subdomain is the amount of text that lands before the .onlinesalespro.com. So in your situation, maybe you pick Mike or Mike Jones. So your website would be mikejones.onlinesalespro.com / the page name, whatever page you create. Or if you're using a funnel, it could be L-1 or beta or whatever. So the subdomain is something that you just pick once, and it's a connected code that attaches you to us here at Online Sales Pro so that we know when that page is shared to give you the lead and send you the push notification. Hope that helps. Grady, I started using your cold calling script to contact Yellow Page advertisers. Going well. Is there a quicker way to contact people than directly via telephone? Gail Kruger. Well, Gail, I mean, you could generate leads online, and then you have, are you talking about that training I did with the classified ads in order to get Facebook advertising clients, Gail? Please advise if that's what you're referring to. Subdomain is the only way to get more forwards from buying one domain versus buying multiple domains. Very true, Darlene. That's a very advanced tactic, Darlene and Mike. If you're looking into that, I don't want to confuse people on here. Contact your domain registrar and they'll help you with that. But that's not a training we offer here. Just it's too advanced and domains are hard enough to understand, let alone subdomain domain forwarding. So, but I'm glad you understand that, Darlene. Very good. Glad to join. Sounds like good stuff. Awesome. Yep, I never answer numbers I don't know, but I often call them back if they leave a good message. Sure, you are perfect. How can I make my landing pages compliant with Facebook ads when they get declined? Andres, you go to Facebook ads like compliance department. I think that the terms like affiliate and cash and get rich, those are things they shy away from. They like coaching. They like anything like affiliate marketing or make money online is kind of banned on Facebook. So that's why if you look at a lot of our landing pages, we don't talk about that. We talk about discover this little app that's helping people succeed online, right? Nothing I said there is involved about money or getting rich. It's about succeeding online. So it could be a software product, which it is. And so we have two components of those people. We have our affiliate program, and we have our software. And so for you, oftentimes they'll tell you what's not compliant, but good question, Andres, if you're in the MVP group, ask that in there, or ask that exact same question inside of the OSP group, the big OSP group, and I'll have Kevin help you out there too. You can even post the link to your pages you're using, and we can look at them all together. Little group meeting. That's the power of a community, is that you can call on the resources of many people instead of just the knowledge of one. Cole is right. Read Facebook's terms and conditions. My subdomain explanation. Yep. Thank you, Darlene. Yes, the one pager with all the advertisers on it. I'm using that training. Gail, that makes me so great to hear that you're using that. I mean, the solution, I don't know if it's yellow pages. It would be more like classified ads. And that's why I pick classified ads like on the back of a newspaper or a church bulletin, is because people are actively paying for that. Not to say people aren't paying for yellow page ads, but a yellow page ad is more like a set it and forget it type thing. Like you buy a decent block on the yellow page, or you're listed on there. That's just kind of existing there. Now, however, like we have magazines here in Arizona called the New Times, and it's like I think it's $1 or it's free, but the whole thing is full of like stories and ads. And so all those people are buying ads in the New Times magazine. And so like if you could find, Gail, like a local magazine to you, or does it have to be local actually, but find people that are actively like they're paying money to have their message shown. I don't have any magazines here, but that's why that classified ad one worked for me, because there's the back of a newspaper, and newspapers they're businesses, right? They make money off the subscription, they make money off advertising in paper advertising and the back cover. The higher on the page, it's more expensive. The bigger the square, it's more expensive. So that's why I would target, Gail, I would not target yellow pages. And so if you're looking for the training Gail's talking about, it's in our group, and it's a picture of a big classified ad. I think it's a 5 or 10 post down. I made it a few months ago, and it's gotten some legs and helped people actually start their own little side Facebook marketing business. So Gail, I love to hear that you're trying to implement that, but that would be my tip to you, is to go to people that are actively on a weekly and daily and monthly basis paying for ads. So hope that helps, Gail. Thanks, awesome. Thanks. Do you ever contact our leads with ads? I'm not sure what you mean, Carl. What we do on some of our funnels is we retarget to them on Facebook and different ad platforms, and we drive them back to your affiliate link. So that may be something that you're looking for. Thanks, Darlene. Gail, you're welcome. Awesome. Well, this was a 3-minute video turn talk session. So I hope a lot of new people on here. Drop me a 1 in the comments below if you're new to Online Sales Pro in the last month. Just drop a 1. Don't be shy now. I'm looking for a good total. See if you're new to Online Sales Pro in the past month and just want to get a total so we can just see how these are reaching people. And that's what's fun about these. And again, if this is your first time on here, I have been doing these for over a year now. I think I started last March. There's over 150 of these recorded. The audios alone in your back office and our marketing training. And some are an hour, some are 12 minutes. You can go back there and look at the different titles. And the title of this one is going to be the Secrets of Success in 8 Words. That's going to be the title of this one. And so, so go back there and drop a 1 in the comments below if you're brand new. And you can go back there and your backup is under marketing training. And I go into a lot of different things. I mean, I've gone through a lot. I've moved 2-3 times during this. And I mean, you know, I don't think I'm entitled or anything to be the person to give you information. I think I'm just someone who's going through and struggling. And if I can help you in a half hour, save a day's worth of effort, then I feel like I've done my job. I just want to share with you guys what I can. I grew up in an entrepreneurial home and came into a network marketing business where I built a big team, and I was blessed to build a big team. And but I look at my opportunity to partner with Joel and Earl and our team of 16 employees as a correlation to my unrelenting commitment to keep growing, which is what I try to do each and every day. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. Pick up a book. I mean, even if it's like a page of a book, like I'm not the guy who's going to tell you 30 minutes and you got to do this, and do your 200 push-ups and you got to eat salads every day. I'm the guy that's going to say, if you're doing one little thing every day that's better than you did yesterday, you're on the right track. And I believe that more than anything, because we're humans. We're most fallible. We're God's most powerful, most incredible creation on the planet. We're also the most fallible. We're also the ones that have choice and can make decisions to just go against what we know is to right. And so if we can make the choice each and every day to start making little incremental positive changes, we're going to rock. So I appreciate you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. No more questions right now. I'm going to move on. If you have any other questions, drop them in the group, in the big group. And in that group is where people can commingle, make friends, and interact with each other and support each other. And who knows who might find interest in you and what you guys could do with business ventures in the future. So last message, I leave these calls with 2 lines. And one I already said earlier. First one is invest in yourself. It is the only place you can guarantee positive return. This time you've spent with me this morning has been an investment in yourself with new knowledge, new information, new connections, and it will pay dividends in the future. And the second quote I like to leave you with is one I've coined myself, is success loves company. Success loves company. Get around positive people, grow together, like attracts like, work hard each and every day, and we're going to get to the top together. I appreciate you all. I'm grateful for you all. And I look forward to seeing you on the next Power Call next Thursday, or on different training calls that Joel and I will do on Tuesday and beyond. But stick here, and looking forward to continue supporting you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk again real soon. Bye for now.